Hi, let's start a discussion on my new course on YouTube. That is the Quant Risk Analyst or the Market Risk Analyst in the quantitative domain. So in this video, I'll give you the blueprint of the Quant Risk Analyst course and who will be, the good attendees for this course and why this course is very important and what are the tools we are going to use and the key things which you are going to learn from this course and the roles will get after completing this course. So it is and the 1 year's course, and every Saturday Sunday I am uploading one videos on Saturday and one videos on Sunday. So if you give your time and learn everything, so you are definitely will be the quant analyst, and this role has higher potential to pay you higher salary. So if you interested in this course or if you want to be a quant analyst, so please like and subscribe my channel, so that's motivate me to create and more such videos for you guys. So let's start discussion on the topic. So welcome to this course, and I'm very happy so you are interested and you want to be higher salary in the futures, and you want to be a reputed department in the bank or in the hedge funds or in the financial institutions, so you want to work there. So let's welcome in this course and I'll give you throughout the journey. So who will be the attendees for this course is the student any from who is background in the finance, mathematics or engineering, or the person who want to pursue their career, or who the person who was looking their next role as a quantitative analyst in the market risk domain, which is and the very high paying domain, and the aspiring the quant roles looking for the structure and learning path, or someone who is interested in to learn the Python or learn the SQL or learn the domain knowledge of finance or learn the mathematics, so they can attend my course. And the financial profession aiming to transit into the more move into the quantitative roles, or they want the quant roles. So the audience, they not require prior experience in the finance, but the strong aptitude for the mathematics and is recommended. So you should be good in the mathematics or you should be good in the statistics, but not I'll cover all the the financial part or the derivative part, but you should have the strong knowledge in the mathematics. So let's move on the next slide. That is the goal, what you will become after completing this course and after spending your 1 year. So you should be a market risk to risk and quant analyst, which is and the highest paying profile is now in the world and highly demanding. So you will become a quant analyst in the market risk side, credit risk side, or the anti-money laundering or counter terrorist financing. You will do the model validation, model testing, model back testing after completing these course, or how IT industry will work. You analyze that thing and to model, measure, to market risks of complex financial portfolio, to understand different kinds of portfolio, different kinds of portfolio theories in the market, capital asset pricing theory, arbitrage pricing theory, or the other theories. You can understand how that will work, how that theory will structure. So you all these things I'll cover in the next weeks or next time, so you can understand all these things in very detail how that will work. So you are able to develop and implement the risk management tool, so you know how to create the tool, how from the scratch, what are the the techniques, how to analyze that tool, uh, or how to validate that tool, how to do the back testing, scenario analysis for these tools, and to manage search tools. You can understand all these things from this course and understand and interpret the financial regulation. So we will cover the Basel 2, Basel 3, Basel 4 norms, and other the market risk norms, or the financial intelligence units, or the central bank rules and regulations we will discuss in the perspective of India and the USA. so that's we will cover. And the communication complex quantitative concepts to the stakeholder, it's and the most important. So if you are, you know, the technical part, or you should be able to the you explain the functional to the test stakeholder, as a quant risk analyst, and you can understand the quantitative side as well as the business side, so you will build you know, the better model that can satisfy the business problem and that will enhance the business efficiency. So that's we will discuss, and I'll be separately give you the some methods or the technique, and I'll make sure that you should be understand all these things. So let's discuss why a market risk quant. So why it is and the important, and why you should be a market risk in the quant. So what you should be going get. So high impact, so guys, it is an highly impacting profile. So if you all be the core of financial institution decision making processes, so you should be you know, decision making, where to invest the fund, what are the portfolio value, what are the, you know, the risks, how much the risks you are taking of that portfolio, single asset portfolio, multi asset portfolio, use a principal component analysis technique, different kinds of mathematics techniques, and you can predict the decisions and suggest the decisions to the higher higher level teams or the higher authorities. So intellectual simulating, so solve the complex problem using the mathematics, statistics, and programming techniques. So I'll be make sure that you should be great at mathematics side or the statistics side or the programming side. So I'll explain you all the mathematics, basic to high level mathematics, or the basic to high level statistics and programming language, or we will more focus on the Python and the SQL language, and I'll make sure you should be understand all these things in detail, and the excellent career perspective. So guys, this role are, if you go and search the average salary for the market risk quant analyst or the quantitative analyst, you will definitely go get more than 15 to 20 or 25 lakh salary. So it's the very high paying salary, or once if you get the experience for 5 to 6 years, so there might be chance you will earn more than 1 CR. So it is an high paying profile. So in highly demand role with the strong earning potentials, there is a no doubt for that. So the core toolkit, so how I'll going to, you know, perform these course, and what I'll going to teach you by step. So basically we will start from, you know, to deep understanding of financial market and financial instruments, how the financial market will work, what are the institutions that involve in the financial market, what are the rules and regulations conducted by financial markets, so their roles and responsibilities and how they are work, like a SEBI, RBI, like a central bank. So we will discuss all these things, or the financial intelligence units or other financial products in the financial market and how they work. Then we will move on the mathematics and statistics, the language we use to model the risks. So we will discuss, I'll explain you the key concepts that use in the quantitative finance of the mathematics and the finance related, and I'll explain you how that will work, and how you can understand what are the notes, or what are the you know, the books you need to understand to gain more deeper knowledge and in the side of the mathematics and statistics, and I'll help you on that part also. And then the programming language, I already told you we will work on the Python and the SQL programming language. So I'll help you to create the models from scratch using the Python programming language. I'll help you make sure that we will create the Monte Carlo simulations, we will create the value at risks, or we will work on, you know, the different techniques, capital asset pricing theory or the arbitrage theory models, we will create it in the Python language, and as well as I'll explain you how to create that thing in Excel also. So we will create the both. You should be master in Excel and you should be master in the Python as well. So Excel will help you to understand how that will work, and then Python we will move. So let's discuss on the course roadmap, how this course will work. So we will start with, you know, the first quarter is the the foundation, we will discuss on the foundation, like Pythons, and what you need to understand from that course, what the prerequisites you should know before start with this course. So we will discuss on that thing. Then we will discuss on the core risk concepts, what are the risk concepts in the market, how you can understand or learn that risk concept. And then we will discuss on the quarter 3, that's advanced modeling techniques. We will discuss on the top stochastic processes, how that will work, Ito's lemma processes. We will discuss on different kinds of modeling in the market risks, how that will work, or a hedge fund modeling, or we will discuss on the financial institution modeling. And then we will finally move on to the real world example. So I'll give you some case studies, and in the front of you I'll solve some case studies. What are the your thought process related to the that process? So we will discuss on the mathematics and statistics, and then mathematics and the Python and the advanced modeling and the career excellence. So that's the technique we will use in this the entire course. So you should start learn on the final the foundation, core concept, advanced modeling, and real world. So let's discuss on the key projects you will build from these course. So we will use the financial data analyzer or the option pricing model. We will use the different exotic option, or the European option, or the Bermuda option, or the vanilla option, to do the option pricing model to create the option pricing and volatility forecaster. We use the SABR model. We use, we use the we use the different models that implied volatility or the historical volatility. We will use the GARCH or the ARCH model to predict the volatility or to create the volatility. And then we will create the Capstone portfolio risk engine, so a comprehensive tool for multi-asset portfolio. So we will create that the entire project, or the Capstone tool engine, risk engine, how that the risk engine will work, how that we will do. So we will do that the key projects, this 4 project, and I'll consider the more projects for you, so you can understand the deeper knowledge in that area, and I'll be there for help you. So let's move on the next slide, that is a target job role after these course completing. Guys, once you completed this course, so what are the roles you are going to target in the market, and what are the your next role? So first you will become a market risk analyst, so assess the monitor the market exposures to understand the market analysis. And in this role you are able to understand if there is a market fluctuations, or if there the crisis will come, if there is the historical crisis, or the predicted crisis on the market. After that changes, what are the impact on your portfolio after changes in the market? So you can be a market risk analyst, so you can become a quantitative risk analyst, or the analyst in the to develop the risk mathematical model, to use a mathematical technique to create the models, to understand the models, or to work on the models. So we will discuss on that things on you will go for that role also. So the risk management associate, so support the risk strategy and the reporting technique. So you will be work with the regulators, or to follow the regulator rules and regulation, to create the software, to create the model. So you will work on that role also. So next one is a model validation analyst, so you should be review and test the risk models to understand the model performance, to understand how that model will work, to test the model validation, to use the back testing, scenario analysis, stress testing, different techniques. You will able to test the model and validate the model, and you will be become the quantitative developer, or the risk it in this field. You need to more the Python knowledge, or you should be the understand Python in detail, so the build and the maintain the software risks, or to work on that role. So let's last slide, that is how to succeed in this course. So to become the quant analyst, or to complete this course, you should be consistency is a key. You need to code every Saturday, Sunday. You need to understand each and every lecture which I'm going to conduct it for you guys, and code along with the build, or use a GitHub. I'll help you to create your account on the GitHub, Kaggle, Okay, so put their code and we will take some data from the Kaggle and work on that data and create some portfolio or analyze these data. So code along with the GitHub repo and questions, ask the questions, join our community. You know, I'll be attach my subscribe my channel. So you will become and ask the question, do the comments on these videos. So I'll be there for help you your all the queries. So once again, thank you so much, guys, for attending these the informative sessions of my upcoming course, that is the quantitative risk analyst or the market risk analyst professionals. So once again, thank you so much.